Yep.
Yep.
All right, guys, welcome back to episode 4 of What's the Odds? First thing, I want to apologize if I sound a little congested. I have a cold, not COVID. Don't.
You got COVID.
I'm here with Colin as always, and then we have another new guest this week. It's our buddy Dylan, live from Vegas.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here.
So let's talk about the big thing. The Lions traded Matthew Stafford to the Rams for Jared Goff, a 2020 first, a 2023 first, and a 2021 third. How do you guys feel about that?
I think getting rid of Stafford was definitely the right move. I think it was time to move on. Getting Goff back is definitely interesting because he has shown he can play good. In worst case scenario, you guys just take the draft picks and run. But I think this is a perfect opportunity for the Lions to look at maybe like Trey Lance in the draft now. It's a perfect team for be able to sit behind a quarterback for a year or even two, and then get that max ceiling out of him.
Yeah, I can agree with you there with that. I think it's a win all around for the Lions, even getting Goff and getting rid of Stafford with the picks, just because, it's fair to Stafford to give him another shot somewhere else because we didn't really give it for him. But the only thing I don't like about it is the contract, how hard it is. The $134 million 4-year Jared Goff contract is kind of rough for them.
It's huge. And if they cut him, they lose $65 million.
Yeah,
but he's on the roster.
something that they added in the deal is that the Rams are paying all the dead cap for him. So if we held on to Jared Goff for 2 years, we could cut him, and we want to owe him a dime.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to disagree with you guys. I don't think the Lions should take a quarterback at 7 unless if Fields or Wilson are there, I would take them. But I don't know if I would take the chance on Trey Lance because Jared Goff's only 26, and he's proved to you that if you put a good team around him, he can take you to the Super Bowl. Right. It has to be a really good team, but he's only 26, and if he can get back to what he was doing in year 2 and year 3, then I think the Lions can use those draft picks to build around him.
Let me be clear. I don't mean the Lions should take a quarterback. I mean that if the GM does decide to take, and it's only Lance in my opinion, would make sense because he's the only quarterback that really needs to sit.
Yeah.
So if they took Trey Lance, that'd be a good way to justify it. But I'm not saying they should take him. I'm just saying it'd be a good thing.
I think the Lions are in the best situation as they've been in for a long time because they have a haul of first-round draft picks, and it's either we could build around Jared Goff, hope he gets back to what he was, or we could take a quarterback with one of those draft picks.
Yeah, let's flip over to the Rams. I think the Rams are looking good, man. That defense is already phenomenal, and now they just flopped Goff with Stafford. They gave up some picks, but Stafford's only 33. He has some gas in the tank. I think they can be a contending team.
I think it's night and day how much better Stafford is than Goff right now.
Yeah.
And Sean McVay and Jared Goff weren't seeing eye to eye, so I think bringing in Stafford is going to be perfect for Sean McVay.
Yeah, and a cheaper contract than they had with Goff too.
And do you see the Rams winning the NFC?
The Rams winning the NFC. They're definitely going to be a team up there to compete. They definitely have a shot. I'll say that because their defense, like I said, is top 3 in the league. You still got to watch out for teams like the Seahawks and such. But, I think we could see the Rams next year in the top.
But the Rams, the way they're building right now, they're all or nothing for this next year, this year after. After that, they're done. They're not contending because they don't have the picks. They're not going to have the cap space. They're really shooting for the stars on this year and maybe next. But that's
they haven't drafted in the first round, and they're not going to draft in the first round for 8 years straight, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. They're just sending it.
Well, what was their last first-round pick? Jared Goff?
Yeah, it was because they traded up for Jared Goff. They gave
and then they traded for Ramsey.
They gave the first that year and then the first the next year. Yeah, and then they traded for Jalen Ramsey, which they gave 2 firsts for that.
And now Stafford.
And Stafford, who they gave 2 firsts for that.
Their GM's like, fuck it, you get a first. You get a first.
But yeah, I think the Lions got a steal, and there was offers. The Panthers offered the 8th round pick, but
8th round pick,
the 8th pick in the draft.
I know.
But I think the Rams had the best offer to give us.
No, that's definitely the best deal to take.
You guys want to move on to rookie quarterback ceiling and floor?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's start with Trevor Lawrence. Joey, why don't you start?
All right. We doing ceiling and floor? Do you want me to just say ceiling and we'll go around? What are we doing?
We could go ceiling, then we can go around, and then we'll go floor.
All right. For Trevor Lawrence ceiling, I wrote Elway plus, meaning I think he can be
Ooh,
Elway even more. Like, I mean, with like the mental aspects, with the accuracy, he has the size. I think Trevor Lawrence can be an absolute animal.
Dylan.
I went Rodgers.
Okay.
I think I think that's about where he's going to be. But I mean, who knows at this point? We haven't seen anything of the kid. Who he could be the next, Joe Montana or Steve Young out there, but we just don't know what's going to happen with him. But I think Rodgers compares to him pretty well. What I expect him to be like.
Yeah, I put Peyton Manning. I think he has untapped potential, and I think if Urban Meyer can put the right system around him, he could be one of those top 5 QBs in a couple years.
Definitely. And for floor, he has the highest floor out of any QB in this class. I actually put Eli Manning as his floor. I think at the bare minimum, he's going to be a guy that's going to be a starter for a team for a long time, make him a good playoff team years here and there, can read the D and do everything he needs to be a starting quarterback for a long time.
Yeah, for my floor for him, I couldn't pick. I had to choose two people. I put Alex Smith and Jameis Winston.
Okay.
Not Jameis Winston because the first, but I mean Jameis Winston because I think he's going to be in the least. He's going to be throwing good yards, and I think he's still going to be able to put up decent numbers.
Right.
I put Ryan Tannehill because I think if worst comes to worst, if things don't work out in Jacksonville, he's still a really good start.
Yep. All right. Who moving on to? Who would like to do next?
Fields.
Justin Fields. All right. For my ceiling for Fields, I actually have Dak Prescott. I think they play pretty similar. I think with a good run team and be able to get a lot of play action, that Justin Fields can succeed.
Dylan.
Okay. I put Steve Young. I think it's his ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be the most. He's definitely not the brightest star in the box out of this pick. I don't really like him just because the last year he had, I didn't think it was that impressive coming out of college. But I mean, we'll see what happens to him. Yeah. I think he's really going to be more of a 50-50.
Yeah, he had a lot of bad games, like versus Indiana and Northwestern, where he threw 3 picks and like 1 touchdown.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think he has high potential as well. I put Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I was thinking somewhere around there as well.
And I think if you put a good team around him, I think he could be a really good quarterback.
Okay. Yeah. And for the floor, I couldn't think of a name to compare him to, so I put low-end starter. I think at the bare minimum, he'll be one of those guys that's like the 30 to 25 in the starter range at the bare minimum, just playing football,
Yeah.
For me, I really believe this is a pretty big possibility. Get some hate off this, but I think he can end up like a Tim Tebow.
Yeah, good.
I mean, I really do. I think he could just – because, I mean, Tebow is way better in college even.
Yeah, not as much hype coming out of college as Tebow, but I see what you mean with that.
I put the realistic comparison is Ohio State brother. I put Dwayne Haskins, just saying that, like, Ohio State doesn't work out, and he'll be like him.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair comparison.
Let's move to Zach Wilson.
All right, Zach Wilson, you two would like this one. His ceiling to me is actually a Matthew Stafford. Last night I was watching some tape on him, and I think the play style and the arm is pretty similar. And I think he can be somewhere like Stafford, who has come in, be a field general, and sling the rock.
Yeah, for me, might get some hate for this, but I said Tony Romo.
Romo, okay.
I think at the best he's going to come in and he's just going to be another I mean, don't get me wrong, Tony Romo wasn't a bad quarterback, but he definitely wasn't a star. He wasn't he didn't have the special talent to come with him. I don't think, at least. I think he was just kind of a gear in an offensive machine, and that just kind of functioned. I think that's what Zach Wilson's going to be.
I like that. I like that comparison right there.
I put Dak Prescott because I don't think he's going to go in the NFL and be a mobile quarterback, but he definitely has that athletic ability where he can be a mobile quarterback.
Right. For the floor, Wilson, I actually put A.J. McCarron. I think it's definitely – he doesn't have the highest floor, definitely not the lowest, though. But the bare minimum, he'll be one of those guys that bounces around as a backup for sure.
I actually think that for Zach Wilson, my floor is higher than Fields is. I think Wilson has a better chance at not being horrible than Justin Fields does. So my floor for him was actually Kirk Cousins. I think he'll bounce around and he'll be a quarterback that can at least function in a high-powered offense and at least make things work.
Okay.
Trey Lance.
All right, Trey Lance. For his ceiling, I actually put MVP Cam. That season we had of Cam Newton, that is what Trey Lance is aiming to be. It really is. I mean, he is a running threat, a passing threat, big size, MVP Cam written all over him.
Yeah, it's funny. I had the same thing.
Yeah,
Cam.
I bet.
Yeah,
Cam Newton.
I'm not gonna lie, I have Cam Newton as well.
But I did also think of Carson Wentz too. Kind of a similar situation.
Yeah, just
North
North Dakota State.
Yeah.
And for his floor, he has the lowest floor in the draft. There is no debating that because he is a boomer bust. He's like Josh Allen was. I put athletic backup. I mean, the worst case scenario is going to be that athletic guy that, if he has to come in, he'll just try to run the ball and get some yards for you.
I had him a little higher than that. I actually had his floor being Jacoby Brissett.
Okay, that's not that bad. It's pretty good.
It's not that bad. I don't think he's going to be a very reliable starter if he's at his floor, but I think he can still. I think he's still going to be able to play football.
You see, I had a low floor for him. Do you guys remember Josh Freeman?
I do remember Josh Freeman.
I have Josh Freeman as his floor. I feel like worst comes to worst, Trey Lance isn't going to be in the NFL for long if he hits his floor, and I think that is his floor.
Yeah, that's fair. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Go to Mac Jones.
All right, Mac Jones.
Here we go.
I have Baker Mayfield. They play pretty similar. Doesn't have the biggest arm, not the most athletic, not the biggest size-wise, but he can come in, make the right throw at the right time, hopefully. So, yeah, Baker is my ceiling.
I got Big Ben down.
Okay.
I think I actually like him more than Lance when it comes to a ceiling for sure. Just because I feel like his size is, Lance's size is there, but he played real competition. He was at Alabama, so we can stay. At least he threw against actual coming up NFL players,
Right. Yeah.
So
also threw 2 coming up NFL receivers.
Yeah, let me.
That is true.
I'm gonna rant a little bit, but people take that away from Tua, so it's funny how they don't take it away from Mac because they had like the same receiving core.
Sure.
But the beauty of this podcast is 10 years from now, I'm going to look back on this, and Mac Jones is going to be the best quarterback ever. But for my ceiling, Joey's going to hate this one. I put Andy Dalton as a ceiling. Those Bama QBs, man, they look great in college, and then they go to the NFL, and that's why I put his floor as A.J. McCarron.
Yeah, that's fair. I put his floor as Matt Barkley, actually. I don't think his floor is that high.
Bears legend.
Barkley plays like him. I don't have that big arm, not the most mobile. I think that's a fair comparison.
For my floor, I got Scott Mitchell.
Scott Mitchell.
Okay. All right.
I got Scott Mitchell for sure. Hey, he's a big kid if you look at him.
All right, let's move to top 5 quarterbacks ever. So how do you guys want to do this one?
We can both just go from our 5 and up, I guess.
All right, I'll start. Number 5, I have the gunslinger, Brett Favre.
All right. At 5 for me, I am taking Drew Brees at 5.
For my 5, I'm taking Dan Marino.
Ooh, respect. Wait, what?
No, I can't even read my goddamn handwriting, dude.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Wait, so it's not Dan Marino?
No, it is Dan Marino. I got it.
Lace it out, man. Come on.
All right, number 4, hot take, but I'm going Aaron Rodgers at 4.
Yeah, and we've had this conversation, but give me Brett Favre at 4. I got to.
Respect it. 4, I'm taking Drew Brees.
Respect it. Number 3, I got Peyton Manning.
This is where this hot take start. Give me Joe Montana at 3.
I'm taking Peyton Manning as well.
Number 2 is obvious for me. Then I got Joe Montana.
Yep.
13 touchdowns, 0 picks, 4 for 4 in the Super Bowl. Got to take him.
2, I got Peyton. Most regular season MVPs. One of the most talented quarterbacks ever. I got to take Peyton at 2.
My number 2, a lot of conspiracy here, but I'm putting Tom. I'm just kidding. Joe Montana all day. Come on now.
Anthony Bennett. Whoa.
Whoa.
Joe Montana's number 2.
And I think number 1's kind of obvious.
Number 1, I think everyone has to have the number 1 the same.
Did you guys see what Brady said at the press conference?
What did he
No,
say?
he's not.
Meh.
Okay.
Didn't catch that part, man. Didn't catch it.
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
You have to really listen closely.
10 years from now, is Mahomes gonna pass Brady?
If he stays with that high-powered offense and they keep everybody there and they keep picks rolling in, yeah. But I don't think the Chiefs are going to stay that efficient for 10 years.
Travis Kelce and Ty Hill, they're locked up as well.
I mean, that team in 10 years is not going to look the same at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they're paying him so much money. They can't keep a team like that.
And I think saying 10 years is too early because, as you know, Brady plays till he's 67. So,
yeah, but what if Mahomes has like 5 rings in 10 years?
He very well could. He could be on pace to tie Brady this year if he beats him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, let's move on. We're gonna move on to hot takes. It's just like who's better, but it's gonna be more opinion based.
Oh God.
So there's a few bad ones in here for you guys, but there's also a few layups in here.
Okay.
Well, number 1, who's the biggest bust in NBA history?
The biggest. Dude.
Let me go first.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hasheem Thabeet.
I'm going Kwame Brown, bro. There ain't no one worse than Kwame. Come on.
You guys want to hear who I took?
Yeah.
I got Darko because I only got Darko because of who got drafted after Darko.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fair.
Like we could have had Melo, Bosch, or D-Wade, but we chose Darko.
We took the potato farming alcoholic.
Plug in Carmelo Anthony or plug in Chris Bosh to that 04 Pistons team. You never know.
Yeah, it's over.
All right, number 2, Dylan. All right, I'm just gonna let you guys argue. MJ or LeBron?
Oh God, give me LeBron.
Dude.
Give me Bron.
Come on.
You're sending for those listening, Dylan is a MJ GOAT fan. He is not a LeBron fan. So Colin is really setting him up for failure here. But go ahead, Dylan. Let's hear why MJ is better.
I think it'd be 60-40 right now of who people think are the GOAT.
Because you can't. You got to understand something. It's so hard to compare basketball from different eras.
I agree.
Okay, like it is so hard. And I'll give it to you. LeBron is a better athlete. He's a better all around like player when it comes to blocks, when it comes to steals, when it comes to
passing.
Yes, rebounding. Yep. But
make his teammates better.
This is gonna sound stupid. This reason, but I just don't think LeBron has the same. What do you call it? He doesn't. To me, he doesn't have a dog in him like some of these other legends do. I don't see it, and that might be a stupid reason to not think he's better. But he just doesn't have the same dog as.
Can I add to that?
Playoff Bron, man, is a thing.
I would say that LeBron has one of the biggest dogs in
I agree, yeah.
What was the 8 straight finals that he's been to?
Yeah, he's carried bad teams.
Like, yeah, people, like, I know the reason why people think MJ's the GOAT. They say 6-0 in the finals. Bron's, what is he, 4-6? But the thing is, you got to look at, is when LeBron's second best player is Matthew Dellavedova, and he's going against Curry, Clay, Durant, and Draymond Green, you can't take that away from him.
Oh, sorry, guys. My phone just went off.
No, you're right. You can't. But when it comes to that, you got to look also – oh, my bad. Excuse me. You got to look who they played when, though. And this will back up LeBron fan goats a little more, too. MJ played more of his competition in the finals.
Yeah,
LeBron,
I mean, MJ never beat Larry Bird in the playoffs. He couldn't beat Pistons until he got Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
He's not even the second best defender on his team because Dennis Rodman's there. I mean,
this is a stat that I want to point out. In all 6 of MJ's finals, he only led his team in points. LeBron leads his team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. It's crazy.
Everything. Yeah, I think that's
we can move on though if you guys want.
Definitely move on. I mean, it says something that you just can never end. You know, it's kind of
it's never gonna end. The only way it ends if LeBron gets 4 in a row and he gets one at the age of 40.
Yeah.
And there's a weird hate for LeBron. People will still call him out and stuff.
Well,
Number 3, do the Detroit Lions have a good future?
Okay. On paper, yes, but as you know, there's just some weird like fucking alternate ghost thing fucking up the Lions. Like they just have bad juju, I'd say.
It's the curse of Bobby Lions.
Someone sold their soul to the devil back in the day, and now the Lions are fucked.
This is the first time as a Lions fan that I've been this excited for the future.
I agree.
I feel like I could see the light at the tunnel. I feel like there's a light down there that I'm like, oh my god, 5-6 years, we could be a wild card, man. I mean, I could watch football. I could watch my team during the playoffs. Like, that's all I want.
You want to know what it is, Dylan?
What is it?
Martha Ford gave the team to Sheila Ford.
Oh, dude, no, Martha Ford's such an idiot.
Martha was the one that sold her soul, bro. I'm telling you.
No, dude. Sheila Ford is doing everything right. She brought in the right people. Sheila is trying to amend things with Kelvin Johnson, and there's only one way to amend that. You give him his goddamn money.
Just give him his money.
But I feel like as soon as we mend things with Kelvin Johnson, the weight of the building is just gonna rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because how things ended with Calvin, who's one of the, he's arguably the best receiver, not in statistics-wise, but pure dominance.
We left things with Stafford on a good note because Stafford said, "Don't trade me to the Patriots. I want to go to the Rams." We sent him to the Rams.
Yeah, and
then
see that, but I feel like Martha just wants money. I don't think she actually cares, to be honest with you.
Dude,
Martha probably doesn't know where she's at.
No, okay. Let's move on. Let's not make fun of a 90-year-old.
Okay, my bad.
Number 4, should college athletes be paid money?
No.
I'm going. They get all this money for scholarships and stuff. Why not make some of that money like pocket money for them to buy food and go out?
Yeah, I agree.
Stuff. They don't need to be making millions, right? But as a college athlete, instead of saying, "Hey, just pay all of my college," how about that happens? Because I'm making you guys money. That should happen, and then I should get some kind of weekly allowance to do stuff.
Yeah, I think they should get a little something because NCAA is trying to figure out how to make people stay. It's like people don't want to stay when they're making $0 an hour living in a dorm room when they could be making millions of dollars in the NFL or NBA.
And let them make money off their own name. You know what I mean? Like if Jordan wants to sign someone in college, let Jordan sign someone in college. Let them get that fat deal then.
No, I agree with that. You should be able to make money off your own way when it comes to that stuff. When it comes to anything you really want, autographs, or if they pay you for being in an NCAA game, that should be fine.
With your name on it, you should get some money back from that.
I don't think you should be. I don't think they should be selling contracts though.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no.
That's
you sign your contract when you agree to play sports there. That's the contract. You don't need to be signing a money contract.
And if you want money and you're in college, just go to the most expensive college, and that could be your money. You know what I mean? Don't go to some cheap college where tuition's only $100-something, $10K a year. Why don't you go to Michigan or Stanford where you're paying thousands and thousands to go to school there?
I don't think there is a D1 school that you're paying less than that, to be honest, to play football. And then they're still just going to say, even if it is $10K, they're going to make, all right, we'll just give you a full ride. That's it.
Yeah.
There you go. Make it work.
So let's move on here. This one, people are going to come after you for this one. Well, some people. Are esports a real sport?
Oh, God. No.
No.
They're not a real sport. They are.
So you're saying Ninja's not an athlete?
Ninja's not an athlete, but Ninja is a very good gamer. He makes money off his stuff. He got his chickens right, as Marshawn would say. But no, he's not an athlete. What the hell?
I mean, I guess it really depends how you define what a sport is. If you're looking at a sport as just competitive against other people, then yeah, kinda.
This way, if he was a high school thing, should he get a varsity letter, Dylan?
Oh, come on now.
There you go.
Hey, if he was making money off it, he was in the world, I'll give him my varsity letter. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. He got it right. He's doing it right. But it is not a sport.
No, it's not.
It's gaming.
Number 6, is Skip Bayless trolling?
Sometimes, yeah, the dude's off whippets or something.
Do you think? No. Do you think? I mean, do you think he's saying stuff just to get views and like he doesn't truly believe what he's saying?
I definitely. I think a lot of people do that. I mean, the world we live in, I think people market to what people want to hear, man. Money talks.
I think that show lives off of Skip saying something and then Shannon Sharp just blowing up on him. I mean, that's why people watch it. So I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Skip, there's no way he's not trolling with the LeBron hate. Like LeBron will score 40, 10, 10, and Skip would be like, "Are you serious? He didn't score 45, 15, 15."
Skip's got to average one game in high school.
It's crazy. Number 7. Should WNBA players get paid more money?
I mean, make more money off views and you'll get paid more. I mean, it's not a matter of not getting paid. It's them. Compared to the NBA, they make over 100 times the revenue, so they're getting paid 100 times more. If you have 100 people come to your game, you're not going to get $25 million. If you can't fill the stands, you're not getting paid anymore. I mean, it's not a matter of just paying less if you want to. Yeah, they have to make the money to be able to pay them.
I don't understand where they think the money's coming from.
Yeah, like it just comes out of the commissioner's asshole.
Yeah, like they want more money, but you're not getting the revenue for it. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to sit down and watch a WNBA game. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. It's just not exciting to me.
No.
But yeah.
Hey, I would rather watch a UConn girls game than a WNBA game.
Me too, 100%. Me too.
But that's all I got.
We had our must-take bet. Basically, Kyle and I are both 1 and 2. So when it comes to this portion of the podcast, you guys can pretty much just mute your ears. We're not.
Hey, I should be 2 and 1, but Tobias Harris had a buzzer beater in the Lakers.
All right, for my must-take bet of the week, it is actually a Super Bowl prop. I think this one is a must. Everyone go take Travis Kelce's over for yards now. It is only 98.5. I think he's pretty much given 100 yards. I mean, he had 100 yards last game in the first half. So, yeah, go ahead and take that. Take your free money. It's only negative 115. Nothing absolutely crazy at all. While you're at it, go ahead and take this isn't part of my must-take, but just, throwing these out there. You might as well take Mahomes' over for yards and probably Brady's. I think it's going to be a big.
Hey, if those don't happen, then that counts as enough.
Hey.
But if it does happen, it doesn't count as a win.
I didn't say have to take these. I said while you're at it, you might as well since they're right next to each other. But yeah, the must-take is Travis Kelce's yards over.
You want to know my must-win? Easy way to get back to 2 and 2. Simple question, Dylan.
What?
Who is winning the Super Bowl? Chiefs money line. Okay. Minus 170. Put $10 million on it.
Okay, 10 mil. I'm gonna do that.
Here you go. Here's one more guaranteed one for you.
Go ahead.
The Gatorade is gonna be blue.
The Gatorade's gonna be blue.
Oh my!
The Gatorade will be blue, and the coin toss is always tails. Everybody.
I said that last, guys. I said tails never fails.
Hey, do your research before the national anthem, before you bet the over.
Yeah, don't end up like us.
And if it's Demi Lovato, just boycott the NFL.
Yeah, for real. But I think that's pretty much it. I want to thank Dylan for coming on and doing this with us.
No problem. I appreciate it.
So same time as next week, guys. Tuesday we'd be killing it. Unlike last week. Last week, it was a little different. But that's all we got for you.
Before we leave, Dylan.
Yeah.
Is Jared Goff the future?
No. Jared Goff is not the future. I say we hold on to him for a year, maybe tank one more year and pick up a quarterback in the next draft class.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Alrighty. Well, you guys all take it easy then.
Yep. Peace out, guys.
Easy.